Yo, what's up everybody? It's Robot Vice again here, bringing you another video. I'm going to be talking about playing Techies in a losing game, but this time from the dire side. So we're going to start up top here in the top lane. So say your lane goes poorly, because you'll most likely be in the off lane in a dual off lane scenario. Your lane goes poorly, this tower goes down, the mid tower goes down, and you know they're coming top next. I love playing Techies in this situation on the Dire. Normally I favor the Radiant Techies, and I can talk about that in another video. But I do find Radiant Techies easier, but in this aspect, I love playing defensive in this area as Dire because of these mines right here. These are some of my favorite mines to lay. Perfectly placed behind trees in a great area. It's very, very hard for an enemy to push into this. So this is where you're going to be spamming your proxy mines, as we talked about. Everywhere around here, you just want to have mines everywhere in this area. And we also talked about not putting mines in the secret shop, because if an enemy's pushing the top lane, they will not even enter this area if they're good players, I promise you. So those are kind of the mine spots. You can even lay mines around this area, and then getting mines onto the bounty runes are obviously always good, because there's a good chance they'll probably destroy one of them. But the nice thing about laying uphill proxies is they are treated as a unit. So when it comes to missing attacks, a ranged hero can actually miss an attack on a proxy mine as they are walking in range. And if they miss that attack, you can actually land yourself a kill. So if they attack uphill onto a mine, trying to destroy it, they can actually miss the attack. And a lot of people don't know that. So these are kind of the mines that I typically lay. You can see they're all placed behind trees, and they're abusing Fog of War. And it just makes it very tricky for an enemy to push into. And you can just have your team play in this area when they're defending the tower. And it allows for you to be being a part of your team fights while not being there at all. And as we talked about, abusing the XP talent in the opposite lane. Yes. So next, we'll talk about Dire. Our Dire bottom lane. If the enemy's planning to push up into this area, you see them 4-5 manning up in the top lane. They're taking a tier 1. And a lot of times you'll see this, okay? I didn't talk about this too much in the last video, but I want to make sure I bring it up in this video. A lot of teams, if this Techies lane, this dual off lane goes well, a lot of teams will just ignore. And as BSJ says, this is the dead lane. A lot of teams will just completely ignore this bottom lane, and this tier 1 tower could still be up. Even when you're losing your racks mid, this tier 1 tower could still be alive. It happens all the time to me. So we're just going to talk about, if you know that they're going to be coming down here, these are the mines you want to lay, okay? These mines are really, really great. I love these two. This could land you on a kill on a hero who just TPs in and is running around this area. They run through this pathing here. They'll get blown up by 2. So then even over here, this is one area, the secret shop, when you're playing defensive, that's pretty beneficial to lay in. Just these 2 mines here are really nice, because this is such a narrow pathing that if an enemy walks up, you know, say they walk over past this way, they hear this mine get triggered, and they're like, oh shit, I'm going to walk up this way. They're going to get hit by these. So these are just some really common spots I lay. Defensive mines. Then obviously, once again, securing the bounty room. It's very tricky to defend this middle lane as a Techies, okay? If you don't have your remote mines, which you most likely won't when this tower push happens, these are the mines that I lay. And I'm not sure, you know, how great they really are, but these uphill mines on the river are actually pretty nice. These kind of mines like this, these are pretty nice, because if an enemy, you know, is running from your teammates and they decide to run this way, you know, they may just get blown up. But if you find yourself able to get over here in nighttime and lay mines on this side of the river, you can make this river a complete death trap. And it's pretty nice when they're up on the high ground. So mines in these areas here, I don't typically lay much here. This is a really hard spot to defend, and that's why I favor the Radiant Techies more than the Dire, is mainly because of this mid lane. There's not really any good spots for you to lay remotes in the trees that are covered because each area has a path to go into, except for right here. But when do enemies, when they're pushing this tower, walk here? Very rarely. Another spot you can do is here, but once again, it's not that great of a spot because you can walk into here and there's vision into the area. And all of this area was nerfed, and now you can't really. So that's why I favor Radiant Techies a lot more. And these are kind of just the defensive proxy mines that I lay in a losing game. And you can see here, this is why I fly out. You know, if you guys don't know this, I buy 30 to 40 clarities on Techies per game. And I find that I have a lot of success with it. So if you're not buying a lot of clarities, 30 to 40 clarities, you're probably doing it. You know, I'm not saying it's the wrong way to do it. It's just not the way that I do it. So make sure you're buying lots of clarities. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm trying to just do some very specific videos, different things, trying to get you guys into the mind of me as much as I can. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe, and I will see you guys soon with another video. Peace.